What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a quick video on the preseason or the resume of the 2020 season of the NBA for the Miami Heat. And this is the end of the scrimmage games or whatever. And our first game was against the Kings. We didn't have Bam nor Kendrick Nunn because they were still recovering from the coronavirus or whatever, or quarantine. We beat them. I don't know. I don't have all the stats in my head right now. I'm just going off the top. We beat the Kings. We lost to the Jazz, and then I just saw us lose to the Grizzlies. One thing I noticed, now the Jazz doesn't count because we didn't even play our players really against the Jazz. Kelly Olynyk was a high scoring guy, so it wasn't, But I saw against the Grizzlies that we have a huge problem that we've been having for pretty much the second half of this season before it canceled. And that's our perimeter defense. Our perimeter defense is poor, guys. Ja Morant destroyed us. Kendrick Nunn, nor Gordon Dragic can guard a fly on defense. We have to find a way to guard on the perimeter. Because if we don't, we're gonna get destroyed, guys, in these games that's coming. That starts. Our first game is gonna be on Saturday against Boston, I believe. And Kemba Walker is gonna have a field day on us if we don't sharpen up on our perimeter defense. That is our biggest problem right now. This franchise is known for defense, and when we don't play defense, then we have an issue here. When they penetrate or whatever, when the guard penetrates, Bama has to leave his guy to help, and then there's a big guy under the paint that's wide open. And that's another thing. Much as I like Miles Leonard, his interior defense is garbage. I mean, even Kelly Olynyk defense is better than that. He gets pushed around a lot down there in the paint. He doesn't have a strong lower center of gravity. He gets pushed around too much down there. Is he good on defense as far as coaching defense, where to tell a player to be or where to tell a teammate to be? And he has good vision on defense, but as a defender himself, he's not great. He's just too soft, let's be honest. Kendrick Nunn and Bam Adebayo, all these guys look rusty. Let's just be honest, they all look rusty. And the games start Saturday. The season starts Saturday for us, guys. We got to win some games, get some games on our belt to have a better seeding in the playoffs. I'm very scared of not Milwaukee, but Philly, because Philly is now fully healthy. And I know we did good against Philly before the season canceled, but they're fully healthy now. We're going to have to deal with teams like Philly. We're going to have to deal with teams like Milwaukee. Milwaukee's going to want to get their W out of us, guys. They haven't beat us yet. We have a lot to prove in these games that's coming up, these few games that's coming up. And if we're not careful, we can go on the back end. We can be on the back burner, and we can not do that well in these upcoming games. And that would be pretty bad for us Heat fans to see, guys. Now, I don't have all the stats in front of me, but there's a few things we got to work on, and that being perimeter defense is one of them. We have to sharpen up on perimeter defense. There's no ifs, there's no ands, and there's no buts about it. We have to do better on the defense. I didn't see us really play a lot of 2-3 zone. If we did, I probably didn't. I didn't watch the Jazz game. I'm gonna be honest. I was not able to watch the Jazz game. But I did watch the Memphis Grizzlies game today, and I did watch the Sacramento Kings game. And like I said, sorry to hear that in the background. We just look poor on defense. The Kings just didn't score enough. But, overall, we just don't look great on defense, and we got to sharpen up. I don't know what type of lineup change Espo has to do. He really doesn't have that much to work with when it comes to guard defense. We don't have a guard that can play defense. We still had a Josh Richardson, we would be better, but we don't. So there you go. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this team fares. Like I said, if we get our intensity back on perimeter defense and focus on that point of view or point of emphasis, I think we'll do better and we'll fare well. But if we don't, it's going to be tough for us. And that's just that simple. Like I said, I think Bam, after this little part of the season ends, he has to work on his post game. You know, he plays more like a forward, like a small forward running down the floor. And that's fine and all, but you got to have some reliable post moves. You got to have a reliable post game. And it's just that simple. And, you know, all in all, we just got to fix those things on defense. That's all we have to do. Other than that, I think we will be ready. But we do have to sharpen up. And we do have to do a lot of practicing. I think Eastbo has to get the guys on a lot of practices before Saturday to get us prepared for these important games that's coming up. Because these games, this is like the NFL now. Every game really counts now. See, in the NBA long schedule, you can say about 10 or 15 games don't even count. Every game counts now. We have to win as much games as we can. We have to. So, you know, you guys tell me what you think. I am glad the heat is back. The heat is on. You know, I mean, this has been a very depressing year so far with everything that's been going on, and we need something to uplift us. And, you know, NBA is back. You know, as for the Heat fans, the Miami Heat is back, and hell, I'm back, you know, so. He likes for 305 out. Let's get it.